Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a one-page layout using the No Limits collection from Coco Vanilla Studios. I have already scrapbooked these photos for my other child. I couldn't tell you right offhand which child this one is for. Hey, what the other one is for. They're the same exact photos, and they'll go in different albums. So it is what it is. In the other layout, though, I left the photos a 4x6 size, and this time I actually was able to trim them down to 4x4. I will try to link that video up top. I use Simply the Best by Pink Fresh Studio for that layout, I believe. So I'm switching up the collection and the size of the photos. I am going to kind of do a grid layout for this one. You can see I'm using that star paper for the background, and then that orange paper I got in bulk, I think, from Tuesday morning. And looking back, I do kind of wish I would have gutted that to use for backing photos. But like I said, I bought it in bulk, so I have a lot. It just matches really well with this collection. So I have these squares already cut out from a different layout. They are kind of like etched or stitched on the outside, and I decided I'm going to just cut them in half and use, two different patterns, I guess, for my fourth and final square there. I went into the title ephemera to find kind of what I wanted to use for this title. That is the awesome thing about Coco Vanilla Studios. They have a whole pack of title ephemera, so it's really easy to piece it together and find your title. You can see that right now I have the best, and then I went to the Legendary collection and decided to look at those titles and liked the Best Buddies better. So I'm going to use that for my title, and this one quite honestly came together pretty quickly too. I think I was looking at a different layout and I don't think I went in that direction 100%, but having kind of the grid already, I guess the grid idea already in my mind, it was just kind of figuring out the placement for my embellishments, and that for me came together pretty quickly too. The Coco Vanilla Studio collections have a lot of great layering pieces for embellishing. I actually just mentioned this for Vicky Bouton's collections as well. Just really easy to layer with those collections. I decided to use one of the pocket cards, bring another kind of pattern into the layout, and kind of lay that as an extra layer at the top there. I kind of went through them seeing if there were any more to maybe add to the bottom photo, but I didn't like any of the ones that I saw, so I'm just going to leave that at the top, and I do think it looks okay. It is kind of, I guess the whole left side towards the end you'll see is quite a bit heavier maybe than the right side, but I do keep that visual triangle with my embellishment clusters, and so I feel like it does work. And maybe with having the two photos on the right and just the one photo on the left, maybe that kind of offsets it as well. You can see I'm going through the ephemera pack and finding all of those great embellishing pieces. They're just, like I said, really good to layer with. I decided to add the hands that say I love you and then the peace sign. I'm going to end up adding that as well. I guess you don't see that yet. Oh, right here. I thought I was getting way ahead of myself. I am going to pop that up on foam tape and add that almost finishes off the right hand cluster, and then the left hand cluster has that large kind of banner piece, and then the I love you hands, and then I decided to add some more to my title as well. I didn't want it to be so plain, and it helped make my title into one of the pieces of that visual triangle, I feel like. So I did pop the title up on some foam tape, decided I wanted another layering piece behind that top title bit. So I did add a circle and then that other, I don't know, almost like a label there, I guess. And then I am going to add two arrows. I had those set aside and we're almost finished. I remembered that I had these kind of enamel shapes as well that I'm going to scatter throughout. And then I also have the wood pieces that I will bring in and actually use two of them. I don't know that I have many left over at this point now that this layout is done. So here's those wood pieces, wood buttons, I guess you could call them. So I am just going to add them to those two clusters and then sprinkle in these enamel shapes, or really I just use the stars, sprinkle those throughout the layout, and that is going to really finish off the layout. I believe I just did a layout using this collection not too long ago, and I think I looked to see if a Cherry on Top had this in stock, and they don't. So if you do love this collection like I do, definitely check it Cocoa Vanilla Studio out directly. It is from Australia, so shipping's a little bit more, but definitely worth it for all of your boy layouts. So I hope you guys enjoyed this simple layout, and we will see you next time. Bye guys.